My name is Samantha. I'm 15 years old and I go to Castellea School in Palo Alto. I knew before coming to this program that I was definitely interested in becoming a performing artist. And after being here, I've realized that this is definitely something that gives me joy and something that I could do for the rest of my life.
Take a breath in the feeling of the piece that you're singing.
The California State Summer School for the Arts is a summer program that's 4 weeks long that is kind of an immersion program for high school students to come and work on their art, whatever that art happens to be.
How could I ever know this, instead of this?
I teach singing, I teach a theory class, music theory, and I teach a music history class. When I'm not teaching, I am a working opera singer and voice actor. And actually, all of the faculty here, we all are working musicians outside of this 1 month where we teach, which is, I think, a really great experience for the kids because they get to see, oh, this is actually possible and this is how you do this.
You could be musical theater and work in New York, or you could do opera like my teachers. I don't really know my direction yet, but I know that it's definitely going to be in the arts.
The whole spirit of the summer school was not like a camp. It was all built on the individual blossoming of the talent of each individual student. In 1983, there was legislation passed to establish a committee to determine how to make a summer school for the arts for high school students for California. At that point, I think there were 13 states that had summer schools for the arts, and now 30 years later, we are the only state in the union that still has a summer school because it was a public-private partnership.
The state of California has kept this going through hard times and good times. Seen the value in this, kept the value in this going forward.
Stop, open your eyes. Who survived?
There are 7 different disciplines here. There's film, dance, music, theater, creative writing, visual arts, and animation. And we have about 525 students. We can take 20 students from out of California. But predominantly, our students are all from the state of California. And literally, I think we have 48 counties represented here by students.
Hi, my name is Velez. I'm a 17-year-old senior from Wasco, California. I've been acting since I was in junior high. So how can I be yours? The fact is, you hardly know me. And I hardly know you.
I live in an agricultural-based town. And everyone has big dreams. If you live in a small town, you have big dreams. And a lot of people, you get to high school, you see a lot of those dreams start to kind of fade away, and they become more or less hobbies that you might never pick up. But here, you come here, it's like, you're living the dream.
Falling in love with love. It makes me so happy that California recognizes that the arts are really important for a rounded education.
I think that what the taxpayer gets is a infusion of individuals that will really be able to contribute to what we call the creative economy. James Franco was an alumni of CSSSA. Zac Efron is an alumni, but I think really for every name you know, there's literally hundreds of people who are working in the entertainment or the artistic industry.
Here's the exercise. You're all gonna be chopping wood. It's a beautiful sunny day, and then you're gonna hear the sound of a bear. You're gonna be the bear.
I was chair of the theater program here for about 20 years before I became director of CSSSA.
We're having a great time chopping this wood today.
You have to learn how to express things with your body, not just with your face, and not just by learning lines.
Boom. Growl to me.
I had never done anything like this before, anything as immersive. Just, mostly stage plays and community theater. And then when I came here, it There was so much that I was exposed to that was thrilling and like terrifying and exhausting. It was like an awakening.
Being a month independently without your family or friends really puts you in a really wonderful place of just focusing on what you do for your art form, or even as yourself. I grew tremendously.
This program is the closest you'll get probably to going to college for whatever your discipline is.
It's residential, so the students live in the dorms. So this becomes, for many of them, their first kind of live away from home, test out the college deal kind of living experience.
If I had had this as a teenager, I believe I would have been creative a lot sooner. It matters because art education has fallen off, and there's so many children who, like myself growing up, felt out of place. And here at CSSSA, it's like all of those students can come together and become one as a family and know that there are other working artists out there who are just like them.
Art is what separates us from animals almost, because we create things, we think about things and we make them. And I think it helps with all aspects of life. So for this to be a state-funded program that shows that we as a society actually do care about art, so much that we give some of our money to make sure that people can still do it.
My goal as a director is to provide an experience that wakes and shakes somebody up. Because I do think that this program does and has changed people's lives. The path, the course, for the best. It has allowed them to be somebody that they weren't before, or to try something that they would never do before, and in some ways figure out more fully who they are.
Students selected to participate in the California State Summer School for the Arts experience benefits beyond the program. They earn 3 units of college credit at a California State University. They are also designated by the state as California Arts Scholars.